Okay, welcome to this video of microscopic measurement. All right, so today we're going to determine how to measure the diameter of a field of view under microscopes and also determine or estimate the length of a cell by knowing its diameter. Okay, so the first thing we need to review is, if you remember from a past video, is that the unit for measuring small things under microscopes is usually, we're measuring cells, micrometers or microns. Micrometers. So what is a micron or a micrometer? Okay, well, the first thing we better make sure we review are the units used for measuring microns. It is this little funny looking U and M there, and so that's what you'll see on the reagents, is that little funny, it's a Greek symbol, kind of looks like a funny U with a little extra line on it, and that's our units. We should also remember that we need to know that 1 millimeter equals 1,000 microns or micrometers, because the Regents is going to expect you to convert from millimeters to microns. And a lot of times they give you the diameter in millimeters, and they expect you to be able to estimate the cell in micrometers. So a typical conversion they might have you do is 2 millimeters, right? So we know that 1 millimeter equals 1,000 microns, so 2 millimeters would equal 2,000 microns. Okay, so let's put this to use. And what we want to do is we need to know the size of a cell, and we need to estimate that. And so let's draw in a typical cell. Let's say here's our cell, and we need to know this. You're going to ask, what is the length of this cell? Well, the first thing we have to do is kind of estimate how many of these cells would actually fit across the diameter. And we can kind of draw in what they would kind of look like. So I think these are about the same size. So you can kind of see that there would be 3 cells that would fit across this diameter. The one other thing that we need to know is we need to know what the diameter is going to be. Okay, I drew in a line off to the side on the left-hand side to represent the diameter of this field of view. And let's say the Regents gives it to you as 2 millimeters. Okay. Well, what you might be anticipating is that you are going to have to measure these cells or estimate these cells in micrometers, so we need to be able to convert our diameter into micrometers as well. And if you remember, 2 millimeters is going to equal 2,000 microns. Oops, sorry about that. Just kind of rewrite that a little bit off to the side. Okay, so 2,000 microns. Okay, all right. So now we're going to be working with microns for the rest of the time. So take your 2,000 microns, and what we're going to do is we're going to divide it by the number of cells going across our diameter. 1, 2, 3. And by the way, we can measure our diameter going from left to right or up and down if it's a perfect circle, which we're trying to draw here. Okay, so we're going to divide it by 3 cells. Okay, so after we divide 3 into 2,000, we will have a number of 667 micrometers. Okay, and that would be the length, okay, of one of these cells. So that one would be an average of 667 micrometers, sorry. This one from here to here, and then this one from here to here. So they each be up 1/3 of your diameter. Okay, and that's how you estimate the size of a cell. Okay, hope you learned something. Make sure you complete your notes, and we'll see you in class. Actually, let's figure out one more example. And so in order to do that, we'll have to draw in a few cells here. Okay, and what we can do is we can say we have 4 cells going across our diameter here. So let's take a look at what our diameter is going to be. So again, the regents, the mean regents writers that they like to be, like to give your diameter in millimeters. Okay, let me say, I could probably draw this a little bit better. Okay, but let's assume that's our diameter being 1 millimeter. Again, what we need to know is how many micrometers is that. So 1 millimeter, we know, equals 1,000 micrometers. Okay. And we also need to know how many cells are going across our diameter, which we know is 4 in this case. So our math problem that we're going to set up here is 1,000 micrometers divided by 4 cells now. Oops, sorry, I want to make that in red here. 4 cells. Okay, so our math is pretty easy here. 1,000 divided by 4, we know the answer is, it's going to be 250 micrometers. Okay, so that would be like from here to there. Okay, that would be 250. Let's just check. That would be about 250. And about 250. And about 250. Okay, and yeah, it's a little rough estimate, but that's basically how we figure it out. So one cell is 250 micrometers. Okay.